Forgot to turn that off. There we go. We're good, it's all good, we're fine, it's okay. I also forgot to change the volume of the game. God damn it, I'm so unprepared. No. I'm so unprepared. Why am I so bad? Why am I so bad? 6.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Alright. Alrighty. We got this. I think it's good to go now anyway. I do not know. I'm trying. But I'm bad. I'm sorry. I'm unprepared. I'm just human. Yeah, I get it. I got so much shit to do. That's what I get when I'm playing this festival. I have so much shit to do. But first of all, set to Inazuma. I didn't even check how long I actually have to complete this. But it's alright, it's all good. No harm done. Absolutely nothing, just me being unprepared as usual. We just don't discuss. I am the most unprepared person to exist. Because I forgot to turn off the message thing from Twitch earlier. Like where the comments come up like on the side. I forgot to turn on the volume. I'm unprepared as fuck. Because, as you've seen by the title, it's XiaoAether take on Inazumas Festival. This is Albedo and Kazu need a break, so it's just these two. Because I say so. Alright. Are we ready? No, we're not ready. It's gonna be so much to do. Let's go. Catherine? Please don't bore me.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
I swear to God, if there's a lot of fucking Ayato, I'm gonna quit.
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent Irodori Festival.
Irodori, okay.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
We haven't been to any festival. It's just, well, actually we have, I think. Well, no. I got the fireworks festival, right? Welcome to the club. I love anime games too. And that's fine. Ayato can stay away from me if that's the case. He can stay away.
The Yai are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yai herself.
Yes, it's the queen. Let's go. Also, it's Miko's commission. Yay.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember.
You bet.
We better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Lady Yai is currently at Yai Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Oh, so I like had her wait 2 days. Whoops.
Oh, well that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
Sorry, Miko. I let you waste your time there because I wasn't ready to do the event. Oh, that's fine. Don't feel bad for it. No one's like forced to like watch anything from me, to be fair. Miko! Queen, I'm sorry. I let you wait for so long. I'm sorry. Hello, Queen.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yai Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yai.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Okay.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera?
That's fine then. You're more than welcome to come back.
Ahem. Onodera?
Yo, don't get her mad, right?
Oh,
don't get the queen
yes,
mad.
Lady I. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady I. Thank you very much.
His hands just merged together. Okay.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop.
God, I love this woman, I swear to God.
Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Yes, we have.
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Oh, don't fucking disrespect her like that, Paimon.
You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
I swear to God, those two are just... They share one brain cell, right? They have to share one brain cell. Yeah, forget it.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
You do have a point.
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
Yes.
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori Festival.
Sure, please do. Why are you so far away?
Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen.
Oh, it's time why fucking everyone is fucking Inazuma now, yeah?
Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the Shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Iridori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Iridori Festival by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
I mean, that's one way to hold a festival, I suppose.
But wait a minute. Light novels?
What about all that refined, elegant stuff you just said?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past.
I mean, when is she not adorable, right? Clay is just an adorable character in general. No one? Well, I guess Chi-Chi can like come close to it, but no one beats Clay. At all. In my opinion, anyway.
Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma? And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's two birds with one stone.
Sounds like a whole lot of thinly veiled self-justification.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko! You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interest.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here.
Is it?
Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Maybe a little. Oh, alright, Paimon's super curious now.
God damn it, Paimon.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival.
Rito?
There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Special someone, who is it? Is it one of my boys? Yeah, but everyone has like different opinions on things, so... retail. Festive elegance, lovely. Is it?
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there will also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival. And nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
Ah, I see. Oh, can I have the banner? Oh, that's a cute banner. Oh, can I have it? That's cute.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
Yeah, it's like a light novel paradise.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities.
Stay
it appears
away.
she meant you two.
No, stay away. I don't like you. No.
At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
I hate you. Go away.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
I know you can't place anything at all, but like, it doesn't matter. You can still place something later
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
See, Ayato himself, right? I love him. His playstyle is great. His fucking character design is fucking fantastic. But God, nothing against his voice actor. His voice actor does a fantastic job. But it just annoys me, and I hate him so much.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Iridori Festival originated from the 5 Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits.
I don't care what you say. I hate you.
This Iridori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts.
I mean, they can't really work on it as much as they would with like 2.7 around the corner.
Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations.
I see.
For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt.
That would be Albedo.
The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable.
Nah, it's fine.
Which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests.
So this is our commission.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
That's fine, can you don't like shut up and just leave me be? 2 days before the festival, ship and guests, large passenger ship barges from Mondstadt. I see. Assigned arrival time 8 AM. Second day of the festival, ship and guests, large passenger ship, calligraphers, painters from Liyue. Ah, it's fucking thingy, Show. Jesus Christ, people, relax. Third day of the festival, ship and guests, large cargo ships, stop over 1 person. Okay. I was thinking of something along the lines of Kazuha? 2 persons, okay, not person.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now.
No, don't leave me here, Ayato.
During the festival, most of the Yae Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Yes, leave. Go do your work. Leave me alone.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us.
Wait until the following
Let's
day.
take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
Like, I'm gonna go over here first, just in case. Not like in case, but like... Oh, wow. Okay. Can I have those? Can I actually have those? Those are fucking great. Me want. Me wanty. Okay, what was it? 6 and 8. Right? 6 and 8. Oh, come on, you could have at least I could stay to 7:30. God damn it. Alright, let's see who's coming first.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kasen portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
I'm already on my way, Paimon. Jesus Christ. Relax, would you? God damn it.
You must be here to take part in the Iridori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Yes, that's right. We are boss from Mondstadt.
Yeah, I fucking get it as much.
Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
Paimon? You good?
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tonedef Bard then?
Paimon, you should know he's called a fucking special delivery.
Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
Even if he was invited, there's a chance he still wouldn't show up.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, you know, Venti-san.
Oh! Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon.
Yeah.
If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Hi, Klee.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Hi.
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the Iridori Festival?
No, I think fucking on board.
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation.
There's my boy. Hi, Albedo.
But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
His eyes are so pretty.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 Kasen.
Good job, Paimon.
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx.
No, sir.
Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yae Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great. Let's get going then.
My heart, I can't, my heart, I can't, my heart. Their relationship is just so cute, I can't, it's just, I can't.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
She's so adorable.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea.
Maybe, Albedo, maybe.
As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
You sound so exhausted. Are you okay, Albedo? Nothing wrong with a little excitement.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem.
What's wrong?
Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
Bye, Klee.
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
If you say tomorrow.
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Both.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Speaking of which, Miko did mention...
Oh, right! The editors of the Yae Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
I'm sorry, that's... Klee, stop being so adorable, please.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
Why do I doubt that? Why do I highly doubt that? Where am I going?
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water.
I know she can be well behaved, but it's Klee.
Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
God damn it.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 Kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
About that.
What happened?
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
It's Albedo, he's smart.
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Chin-Yu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Ah, well, great.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Chin-Yu as well. If Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jay. Sounds familiar. Hey, isn't that Xingqiu's pen name?
Oh, do you know him?
Ah, Chuff, no, totally not. We've met on a couple of occasions, it's okay.
Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse too.
Gladly.
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
See, Albedo is like a person, right? If he knows something is wrong, he will say it. What the fuck is this?
Festivals always attract so many people. Ugh. Fingers crossed he comes
Alright.
down with me.
Venti, you little shit! Hi, Sarah. Venti, what have you done?
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that
Not
surprising?
you melon!
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, Tone Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Why does she sound like that? Why? Why is she sounding like that?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
Decent, good job, Venti.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again.
Hey, yo, leave my boy alone, right?
Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
You could say we're quite familiar.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Venti. Could we ask him a few questions?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares.
Well, Venti, you're... if you're really a stowaway, you're kind of a bit in a pinch here.
You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Yeah, but unlike you, we have fucking Toma to help us.
Similar means?
Let's not bring up the past.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
Don't make him come here, please.
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
Oh god, Venti, what are you doing?
Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake.
It's like you were... okay.
And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryo Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable, but it still feels a bit...
shameless.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA publishing house, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third...
there must be more than one criminal involved.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Look at that smile, right? Look at that damn smile.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Oh boy.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Did you just fucking stick your tongue out at me, Venti, you little shit?
Sarah's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
So you either lost it or you didn't have one to begin with. Okay.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hands the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand.
Venti.
I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
In his shoe, in his cape, in his head. No, I don't want to look stupid in front of Albedo.
remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
Oh, good, good, okay.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions. However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Sarah.
There goes Sarah. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kasen. All the information that we could find is compiled here.
What? Oh, that's a what the fuck is this? Oina, Okina, Akahito, Zumizome. What? Am I saying this right? Nah, whatever. Suiko. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all of this.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 Kasen. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style. So there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and, fails to fulfill the most crucial element. Inspiration.
Oh no!
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and everyone has a different story in their heart. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being. Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success.
I get it now.
You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Goodbye.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here.
Venti.
Let's go. Huh? Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
What are you on about, Venti? What is it? Look at him. He's so small.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping.
You're telling me they actually managed to give him something in his hand? Holy shit, that's a surprise.
I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby.
Okay, so why is he studying like that? Please explain.
But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
5,000 splendors, Suiko. My dwelling was far from the wider world, but from my fame, my peace was disturbed. In blue, glad I went before Tenchukaku to present our work. But our Oi's work was missing a page. I knelt and begged for divine wrath to be stilled, and I told what I knew of how I was lost. The previous night I had been drunk, and then a person's shadow had passed over me. Some treacherous scoundrel must have stolen the poem, leading to my great loss of faith. What?
Well,
What?
let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 Kasen?
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the Shogun get stolen. Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday!
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
Almost seems related to the stolen novel.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Venti, can you stop thinking about something to drink for 2 minutes?
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks?
Oh, Lord Venti.
And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
Albedo, you... You're too precious, Albedo. Why do you have to be so nice? Explain, please. I need answers. I need to know.
Wait a minute! What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration. If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
Oh no, he's gonna paint Venti.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
Ah, you fucking little prick.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the Shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Okay.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
It looks very... Oh, there we go. Took a while. It's okay.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone-Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
I'm sorry, every time they say this, right, I'm always like, hear Akina instead of Okina. Oh my god.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
But I thought it was 5.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
I'm sorry, but this event just makes me happy. Hi, can I help you? 200 stars, okay, confirm. So I'm assuming this is the thing I have to do, right? This is like a quest. Or can I just like go and continue on? It's like the main part. Ah, okay. Well, I might just actually go meet things show and then go from there. Wait until the following day, 8 to 10. I mean, it doesn't matter if I like complete them right now or not, right? 8 to 10. That's the 802.
The passenger ship from Liyue that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks.
Honestly, that's one that makes me really sad
Shinjo
though,
will be
right?
on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
I'm very sad that like the ship from Liyue just doesn't have Xiao on it. I just want to see him in the festival so bad, but I mean, he's here. It's okay.
Hi there! You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Iridori Festival. We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island. Huh? Is it Paimon or have we met somewhere before?
Wait, isn't that?
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have
No,
calligraphers,
Griffin,
painters,
no.
and even players of Theater Mechanicus.
Ah, no. Oh, all here's child. No, don't. Ah, no.
The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, the master still wanted to support them.
Ah, it's so weird.
We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Iridori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. No.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Master, he's,
Sing Show, are you okay?
Whoa! Singcho's just sitting there, sound asleep.
What?
You good? Are you okay?
Oh. It's the Traveler and Paimon. I presume you're guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Iridori Festival.
Sing Show, how are you doing?
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon. Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we? Huh? That's odd.
What's wrong?
There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
And strange, I don't see you having a bag.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
But I mean, I expected as much, to be fair. The 5,000 splendor, Oi no Okina. Glorious court life was my youth, and my old age a moonlit haze. I had not wished to be hazed so treat seriously? Whatever it is. My very life was threatened, so I sought out my old work and hid them in my clothes. I do not understand the reason behind all that has happened, only that the mysterious person's motives must be... Okay. This poem was dedicated to Akihito, who to my great sorrow was banished.
There's no doubt about it. It's from the same series as the story we found before. Even the handwriting looks exactly the same.
The story you found before?
Oh yeah, in the warehouse down by the...
Paimon.
By the poem hunt competition.
Ever's face. Oh baby, you're too precious.
Yeah, that's it. A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Iridori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Paimon, you're so terrible at making up stories.
Hey! It's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
There's a chance of meeting Calx in person?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori Festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus. Just a few days later, word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen during the festival. It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
Aw, baby, it's okay.
Don't worry, Shincho. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations. Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity. I heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter. But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite. Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart, quickly now.
Sounds like someone has a crush. I'm sorry.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Shincho's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything stop meeting Albedo.
What do you mean, we? Paimon, what do you mean, we? What do you mean? Albedo and back. What do you mean? Hi, Albedo.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you?
Well, what do you mean?
Who is this accompanying you?
Explain.
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No, that would be most improper.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Xingqiu.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Shincho act this awkward before either.
It's a real eye-opener, that's for sure.
You guys, It's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
Albedo, don't do it.
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasen? Then he found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
And what is with all these fucking lying
Well, about that.
things happening? I mean, I love every single person here, so...
Do you have other plans, Shincho?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
You know, like, I mean, if I like every single character, especially certain ones, I might as well just fucking say it, right?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
It's kind of... Albedo, you good?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Alright, bye, Singjo.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Singjo's a little suspicious.
Huh? Shincho's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Honestly, Paimon, I have no clue. I have no idea.
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see. Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself? No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
Well, actually, that might actually work. Hello. But yeah, that might actually work. Holy shit, okay.
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's chasuke?
Shit, that's true.
Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Albedo, you're fucking smart as hell. Holy shit.
Are you saying that Xingqiu has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Xingqiu be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character. I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Xingqiu be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there. I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
Got it.
Good. Then let's head to Uyu Restaurant.
Yes, sir. Where is said restaurant? So wait. Ah, why is it all the way over there? Okay, so I genuinely thought it was actually all like in retail. Clearly I was wrong. Clearly I was very wrong. Alright, hello, I have arrived.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
Just treat him like a friend, Jesus Christ.
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth.
That's true. And also going back and forth, that's my fucking strong point.
Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
What do you count as useful, Albedo? Where the fuck did he go? Ah. Okay. He just disappeared. He's just gone. He just said, nope, I'm out of here, goodbye. I'm leaving. Oh, there he is. There's only... Is that upstairs? Okay.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant. Please talk to me if you
Yota. Hi.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
Yes, Paimon. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a
Hello there, what can I get for you?
Hi, do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past few days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Oh, this might be some useful information.
So who else am I supposed to be talking to? So do I just have to talk to Albedo? See you.
Welcome.
So I have to talk to Albedo, okay.
Albedo? What should we talk about when Xingqiu gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations.
Yeah, well, in my defense, right, I thought that, like, it was like a end thing. Like, a bit was essentially like, once I've, like, finished talking to people. Does that make sense?
If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Oh, come to think of it, Xingqiu mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
What are his thoughts regarding scenery? Sure.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient.
Oh, Xingqiu, baby, don't lie to me.
So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look.
Also, I'm sad because it's like a bit further away.
However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
No, I know something. He's right next to you. How do you expect him to not hear what you're saying?
Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
Oh, no!
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
Like, how does he not... Explain to me how... just talk about Albedo's illustrations.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself.
What are you on about, Albedo?
Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
Again, he can hear you. He's right there.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like.
He's right there.
Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
Xingqiu, what's this? Facade, whatever the fuck you're gonna call it.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Oh, baby, don't do this to me.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori Festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. If that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well...
Oh, baby, no.
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
No, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all.
I mean, you were right next to me. You know, okay, sure, whatever. Okay,
I
sure.
did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence, I didn't expect to see everyone here.
What are you doing here now, Venti?
Huh? Tone-deaf bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines.
I swear to God.
I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
I swear to God, Venti.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings.
Oh no, Venti, don't say anything. Oh no.
I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword.
Oh,
you needn't worry about it any longer.
Venti, no. Everything you worked so hard for.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Ah, Venti.
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Yes, Venti, you have.
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Sure. Should I be concerned as to what the fuck is happening? But also, Venti, just read the room next time before you before you decide to speak. That might be a good idea next time. You know, it's all good. It's fine. Can people load in? Can things load in? Oh boy.
Wait, Onodera is innocent.
Oh, his clothes have not rendered in. Oh boy, give it a second. There we go. No. There you go.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Zhenyu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Oh boy.
Shinjo looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
I bet it has something to do with his signature.
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret.
It's so weird, right? Seeing Kujo Sara, Aether, Paimon, Venti, Albedo, and Xingqiu together. It just looks so weird.
In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
No, Zhenyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain. For the Iridori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yae publishing house, but Lady Yae also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Zhenyu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Zhenyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Zhenyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough. So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Zhenyu could use these few days to sign them all. I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse. To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Zhenyu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess. All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yae publishing house had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event. But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on you two, loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Shincho and his books are okay.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Yes, let's go all the way back to Rito because it's a back and forth story. Yay. Honestly, despite like not really much happening as per se, I really enjoy this. This is great. I love this.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Like, look at the boys, right?
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Zhenyu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
Oh, no wonder Shincho looked so sleepy today.
Oh, my poor boy. Can we help?
I understand. Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Genyu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sing-Sho, but it has to be done.
No need to worry, Zhenyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Even though Sing-Sho still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Shinjo yet.
Sorry, Shinjo.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
I love this. This is great. I love this.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Akahito.
Albedo really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all. Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby?
That's a possibility.
Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here? Could you please help Shincho with something? He's a friend of ours, and the release of his new book is super important to him.
Meow.
What's that sound?
That's a cat.
It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily. It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Hi? Alrighty. We're doing good. That seems weird. Honestly, you better get like all of these things for the teapot, by the way. Like all these banners, the paintings, and what else? Just all of it, really. Okay, go back a bit. 7 and 9. Okay. 7. Oh goodness.
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go!
I'm already here, Paimon.
The arrival schedule says ship stopover, 1 person. Does that mean we're only welcoming 1 guest today? Look, that figure on the wharf. It looks like Kazuha.
Baby, hi. No, Aether. No, Aether. Aether, stop. Let me meet my boy, please. Kazuha. Hi. Oh, that sucks.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Iridori Festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
We didn't expect to see you either! Returning as a guest for the Iridori Festival, no doubt.
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, it's good to have an opportunity to return to my homeland and pay respects to my old friends.
God, I love this boy, Jesus Christ.
Kazuha, when we saw you in the distance just now. You seem to be looking for something. What happened?
Did you lose your slip or whatever, your like permit thing?
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me. I could tell they were not footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared. I only heard a splash come from below the pier. Even though I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of them, I found this strange piece of paper by my feet.
Oh, does the paper happen to have a poem written on it?
Huh. How did you know?
Magic.
Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen.
Kazuha, can you show us a piece of paper?
Sure. Here it is. Please, have a look.
Akihito, long have I been famed, and since my youth I had great ambition. I sent every new verse with a scarlet seal, and thus was I known to all. But last year when we presented our verses, mine was found to be taken from poets past. For the theft and deception I was banished into the wilderness. The 5 radiant lights never shall be again. Ah, how the tides do shift.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's poem ended with a reference to Akihito. And sure enough, this is a story about him. Story this time basically says that Akihito got his name from his love of red seals. However, the shogun discovered that he had committed plagiarism, and he was soon exiled. Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
Well, the other stories weren't much better either.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story. I too was once wanted as a criminal by the shogunate. So I'm not all that different from Akihito mentioned in this story.
But according to the story, Akihito was exiled by the shogun because of his wrongdoings. You did nothing wrong, Kazuha. Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
The seal mentioned in the story, maybe it can help things show.
By the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly, right? In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying, that which has been stamped has also been signed. Perhaps using a seal could be a feasible solution. While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time. If you wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
Wow, that's an idea! Quick, let's go tell Albedo!
I swear to God. Look for Albedo at the 5 Cousin Plaza. I don't know why, right? But is it just me that like feels like when you see your characters in your party, it's like a great feeling when like if you see them in a cutscene actually speaking to the traveler or like to you pretty much. It's like an entire different story. Like it just feels like 10 times better and like
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks!
Welcome home, Almighty Shogun.
it's just like a budget Miko. Almighty Shogun. I'm not the Shogun. Almighty Shogun. I mean, pretty please, Kitsune and Guji. It's a tale of a loser shogun and the Kitsune Guji who can do it all. Okay. Albedo! Well, she looks like a fucking budget Miko though, right? Leave me alone.
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho!
But yeah, going back to like the topic of like seeing your characters like in a cutscene, it just gives me like this immense feeling of happiness. I don't know why.
Interesting. A story of the 5 Kasen appears again, and with a timely solution. Stamped seal, huh? Let me think. Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingxue won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore. However... Since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only used the stamped seal for his new books. But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Ouya Restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
What's this for a fucking Ouya Restaurant? Albedo, what the fuck? Are you telling me you don't... Okay, for example, right? When you like... let's take D-Luke, right? Let's take D-Luke for example right here. But say... you saw him in the cutscenes, right? Like in the very first ones at the start of the game. But it made you like feel happy because you knew, oh, it's your favorite character. He's currently in a cutscene and he looks really cool, right? And like, he's just there interacting with you pretty much, right? So it makes you feel like happy. But like if you have him as a character, it's like, yay, I have him, but it's like more, it's just like a normal feeling, if that makes sense. That's what I feel anyway. Like it's like the same with Xiao, for example, right? I love him dearly, don't get me wrong. He's still my favorite character in the entirety of Genshin Impact. But in cutscenes, I'm just like way more happy to see him than I'm happy than that. I'm like less happy when I see him here than when I see him in cutscenes. It's weird, I know, but that's just how it is for me anyway. Like you feel happy, but not like extremely happy to see your characters in your party. Then when you see them in a cutscene. Could just be fully me though, but that is what it is. Alright, back to Ouya Restaurant. Talk to Sing... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, baby, I feel bad for you. Oh my god.
Yes, that's it, Genyu. Your writing has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
Well, yeah, of course you feel like that, right? But it gives you like a different feeling when you actually see them in a cutscene and when you see them in your party. That's what I more mean to say.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore. Oh, I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
Hey, welcome to the club sing show. I can't move my hand either.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
Leave him alone, dude.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Xingqiu's already zombified.
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma. In both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature. If we use a stamp to leave the author's seal on the books, then we could make the signature process a lot easier. Of course, a seal on its own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature consists of 2 parts. First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Jinyu's signature as the design. In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Jinyu to write. That way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
Let me think. Alright, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
So, what you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
Mr. Hirayama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was because it would take too long for the author to sign each book. But if we adopted Calx's proposed method, we might have enough time to do signatures at the live event. And if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion, then Jinyu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
Well, if you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design signatures for the other authors as well.
Yes, and you may leave carving the stamps to me.
It just makes me so happy.
In that case, I shall contact the other 2 authors participating in the new release event.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events. However, if we implement this new format, then it'll be a dream come true for me as well.
Great! Looks like everyone's on board with the idea.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Jinyu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest. We'll handle everything from here. The books that Jinyu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by the AI Publishing House.
We did it. The event is saved.
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
That's right! You're finally free, Xingqiu! Maybe you should step outside for some fresh air.
Sure, I'll be leaving. Goodbye. Sorry, I just pushed you out of the way. Alright, let's get it. Any day now.
We still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Let's go to a land where my screen isn't black. How about that, Paimon? There we go. Oh, it's fucking...
Traveler,
no!
there you are.
Hello, Ayaka. Can I help you?
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson when I found a strange piece of paper on a flower stand. This bard just happened to be close by at the time. He informed me that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you two.
But the paper she found isn't quite the same as the ones we found before.
Here's the paper. Please, have a look.
The 5 cousins splendor semi-zone. I submerged the verses into clear water, and the truth did emerge.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length. But this one is only 2 lines.
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title or centered on the page. The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written on this paper besides these 2 lines.
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see the truth naturally appear." Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home, specializing in ancient and exotic stories. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's dry.
So, shall we give it a whirl? It just so happens that there's a pond nearby.
Well, you could also use Think Show since he's a fucking Hydro character, but you know. You do you, whatever you want. Okay, yeah, this makes me low-key very happy. Just seeing everyone together. It makes me happy. It's nice to see everyone together.
Wow, look! It's really working! The words have appeared on the paper!
I'm sorry, you look so stupid. It looks like a fucking group picture. Oh my god, that looks epic.
Let Paimon see what it says.
Going over his poetry, I found that the plagiarized piece did not have his scarlet seal. I submerged the verses into clear water, and the truth did emerge. The true verses were not washed away, but the text of that despicable crime faded. Aoi no Okina passed me by just as he was writing the verse for Akahito, Jesus Christ. One storm had yet to settle, and it was already time to write new poems.
Story says that after Sumizomi got the collection of poems from Akahito and put them into a stream of water, the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. Huh? Why would that happen?
Like, this group just makes me happy, right?
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become smudged in books when exposed to moisture. To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink or coat the paper's surface with a waterproof coating once the writing was finished. Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce, and the waterproof coating could also prove just as difficult. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the Shogun, surely one of those two methods was used to protect it. But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
So this poem wasn't written by Akihito.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work. He was set up!
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's story is trying to convey. Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects to use for Akihito and Sumizome's portraits.
Is it Kazuha and Ayaka?
Kazuha, Ayaka, would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
Yes, sir, get it.
I would be delighted.
Kazuha?
Yes, as would I.
Yes.
There you go. The next two portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
Well, no, it's not. It's not Albedo. Far from it.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the Shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Akahito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akahito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
That was beautiful. I like that. That was great. Peter completes the 2 portraits. Beautiful. Where's my boy? There's my boy. There's still one missing. What's wrong?
Yeah. Ever since we completed the story of the 5 Kasen, there's still one thing Paimon hasn't been able to figure out. One of the 5 Kasen is called Kuranushi, right? It's just that, how could the story of the 5 Kasen finish without him appearing at all?
Oh, have you really not noticed?
Huh? Not noticed what? This is no time to be playing games, Tone-Deaf Bard!
What he means is that the story of Kuranushi was already embedded within the 4 poems.
Huh? Really?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome rinsing the poetry collection. An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing Akahito's poetry collection in a stream. Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was simply reminiscing and thinking about his old acquaintances. However, for the perpetrator who framed Akahito, it was completely obvious. He was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident. If that happened, then he'd be finished. So, in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
Which means, the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akahito!
The culprit is none other than Kuranushi.
What? Kuranushi?
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell the complete story of all 5 Kasen. Since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 Kasen, the only character left is the mysterious one with an unknown identity.
Can it be Aether?
Oh, okay. Paimon is finally starting to get it now.
However, this also brings something else to mind. The story of the 5 Kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening around us lately. Which begs the question, is there a Kuranushi in our world as well?
A Kuranushi? In our world?
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Oh, right! Kazuha! He's been pretty quiet this whole time. Let's ask him!
I love this group. It's so random. Kazuha, what is your issue? Lay it on me, please.
Kazuha, are you okay? You've been standing in front of this blank canvas for a while, and you don't look so good.
Apologies for making a wild assumption, but has the story of the 5 Kasen reminded you of anything?
Yes. A few things did come to mind, actually. However, they were nothing more than some past incidents regarding my family.
Oh, don't sound so sad.
I don't mind sharing the stories, but I'd prefer not to bring you any more trouble.
Kazuha? Maybe no trouble at all. Lay it on me, please.
Hey, we're all friends here, Kazuha. You can always tell us whatever's on your mind.
Kaidehara, please forgive my assumption, but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden?
The Raiden Gokuden? What's that?
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of the same thing. But it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be improper to speak of it here without the consent of Miss Kamisato.
It's fine. Those of us here are all trustworthy, so there isn't any harm in it. However, this matter is somewhat complicated and may be difficult to explain. Let me start with the Raiden Gokuden.
Please do.
As you all know, the Yashiro Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and cultural affairs, and Inazuma's art of forging swords is a very important part of our culture. The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were swordsmiths by craft, they also held many important positions in the Yashiro Commission. Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Aminoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. The descendants of the Ishin art are also still alive, but the craft has been lost to time. The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yashiro Commission and sword making.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The Ishin art was lost with my great-grandfather's generation. My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of effort. When he was young, my grandfather traveled all over Tevat to find a way to revive the family business. But it was to no avail. And in my generation, our last remaining family property was lost as well.
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, 3 of the families suffered various misfortunes and disappeared completely. Later, there was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden. However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
Indeed. I've also believed such ideas were just theories and rumors. However, I know that a major incident happened to my great-grandfather when he was young. Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato clan's position in the Yashiro Commission as well. After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. Let's meet here again at noon tomorrow.
Alright.
I will tell you everything I know then.
I will be sure to be there. Alright. One more to go. $12 to $14. Alrighty. What's next day, right? 12 to 14. Let's go. We're actually getting pretty close to the end, I think, right? Like, not like fully to the end, but... No, I know it's like not fully to the end, but we're like... getting there. Hi, people. Did I come at the wrong time?
You're here. It appears everyone has arrived.
How did your investigations go, Kazuha?
Last night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. I was able to learn the entirety of what happened all those years ago. In my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art was tasked with forging an important Goshinto according to an ancient forging diagram. Though all the craftsmen involved were very experienced, the process was still unsuccessful. Every blade that was forged was defective. When the deadline came, the blade still wasn't finished, so the craftsmen all fled and hid for fear of punishment. The Kaedehara clan and Yashiro Commission then conducted an investigation.
Oh, that's okay. That's
My
not that bad.
great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan eventually tracked down the craftsmen near the seaside. However, they met fierce resistance from the craftsmen, and in the end they were unable to prevent them from escaping by sea. The Kaedahara clan was severely punished for the swordsmiths that had escaped, and the family gradually fell into decline. Moreover, I heard that the head of the Kamisato clan was injured by the fleeing swordsmiths, which combined with his advanced age caused him to pass away shortly thereafter.
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan leaderless. Treacherous people took advantage of the situation and put the family's status in the Yashiro Commission at jeopardy. This single incident had profound effects. Even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my father, the Kamisato clan still wasn't able to regain its prior reputation.
Okay.
But, thanks to my brother, everything is getting better now.
I'm glad, Ayaka. But I still don't like him.
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill and finesse. The Kaedahara clan and the Yashiro Commission always believed that was the case. However, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that the failure didn't stem from a lack of skill, but rather, the diagram had been tampered with by someone. Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram ever since the failed forging all those years ago. Might I ask you to do me a favor?
Yes, I understand. I will go back and search for the diagram. Please come meet me at the Kamisato estate later.
As long as I don't fucking meet Ayato, I will. Go to the Kamisato estate, I will. Hello, I'm bringing a ton of friends, just do not mind me. We're all gonna enter the Kamisato estate. Just do not mind. Talk to Ayaka. Where is Ayaka? Oh, there you are. Hi.
Everyone, I've managed to find the old diagram.
Jesus Christ, there's so many people in this room.
Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell that it's seen at least 3 or 4 centuries of history.
Whoa, that's pretty old. Is it still possible to find any evidence of tampering?
At this point, we can only try our luck and see how we fare.
Hi.
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can still see that some words have now started to smudge. Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone framed the Kaedahara clan all those years ago.
Oh.
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late.
Oh, baby, don't.
When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. But my grandfather was only scolded for being too foolhardy. Yesterday, the former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him and his subordinates to try to forge the sword. Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, if you can't find the secret within, then the Ishin art deserves to fade from the world.
Okay, so Sonic is gonna cry. I'm gonna cry myself.
My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again, even till the day of his passing.
Aww.
Looking back at it now, the argument between the two of them was simply meaningless.
Oh, Kazuha.
Can I go give him a hug, please?
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young, but later in life, he no longer bothered with the forging arts. It appears that his failure took quite a toll on him.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, "If you can't find the secret within"? Did he use those exact words?
Yes. The servant said that he personally heard those words, and still remembers them very clearly. My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Wait, Albedo, are you trying to say...
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning.
I swear to God he understands a lot of things.
Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, "Your skills aren't sufficient"? But instead he said, "If you can't find the secret within." Don't you find that a little strange?
Huh? Oh, so you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to someone's tampering?
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is highly likely.
I apologize, but would you all please accompany me to the Tenryou Commission? After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last remaining estate, which contained all of my family's old belongings. I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belongings. If I can find them, we might be able to get some clues.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get moving.
Let's get moving indeed. But first, don't mind me, Ayaka, just stealing your books. Don't to your commission headquarters. That is Inazuma City? Yes, okay. Honestly, I'm glad I waited like till today to actually do the event. Because I can just like go and just do it all in one go, which is really good. Alright. Give my boy Kazuha the fucking thing he deserves, Kujo. Please. Please, he deserves some fucking love. What do you mean, why?
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Because to me the story is actually really interesting and I just like the story in general. So if I had to like wait for certain like things to like do like one bit at a time, it would not be like the same. We're just here to ask about something.
Kujo Sara. Perhaps you still remember me.
Don't murder him.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision Hunt decree. However, your arrest warrant has since been repealed.
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaedehara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryou Commission. Do you know where all their belongings are now?
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has come back to Inazuma, those items should be returned to their rightful owner.
No, he does not get enough love.
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings. I just want to investigate them for a personal matter.
I see. All right, I'll inform the police station. They'll take you into the warehouse.
Thank you, Sara!
Thank you.
Kaedehara, about the Vision Hunt decree.
That's all in the past now, Kujo Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles. However, may I ask something of you?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. As a result, those items from my family's estate are of no use to me. Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
Oh, Kazuha!
All right, I understand. I'll be sure to take care of it.
Oh no! Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my god, that's... Wow, okay, that's... I did not expect that. I did not expect that, but that is the sweetest thing. Holy shit. Hello, sir. I need to get inside, please.
Ah, you must be here to investigate the XiaoAether clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. Please, come this way.
How did she inform you already? I am confusion.
The XiaoAether clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered throughout in order to save space. My deepest apologies. However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require any assistance.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building, I propose we split up and look for clues.
Yes, sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help, everyone.
You're very much welcome. It looks so... It's so weird. It's so weird to see people. It's so weird to see them. Hi, Venti.
There must be some around here somewhere.
I swear, if you tell me you're looking for fucking wine, right?
Do you see all these pots here? Some of them are bound to have liquor inside, right?
Oh, Venti, we're supposed to look for something else.
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help, and you're over here looking for a drink?
I merely jest, of course. Come on, we're close to uncovering the truth now. Why do you look so worried?
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sara to sell all these belongings. What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha lose the chance of finding out what really happened all those years ago? You know, just saying.
I know you are worried about Kazuha, but if you ask me, he is stronger than you think.
I know he's stronger than I think, but still.
Since Kazuha made such a request to Sara, that indicates he's already made his choice. Whether we find out the truth or not today, or whatever it turns out to be, he's ready to accept it.
Is this your Archon's intuition speaking?
No, not intuition. Rather, I've lived for a long time now, so you could say I have some experience in reading people. Leave the things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
Okay. Can I take some stuff from my teapot? Like, is that like possible? Can I take some stuff for myself, Kazuha? Is that like okay?
Oh, it's you. Unfortunately, I have yet to find anything of value here.
Whoa, this folding screen looks pretty old though.
Also looks hella pretty. Can I have it?
Yes. Perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. However, I doubt it could be sold in its current condition.
No, can I have it then?
I was taking a closer look just now and noticed a large piece of dirt caught in the fabric fibers on the back side. The soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazuha's grandfather.
Isn't that an important discovery?
Because this is not what we are looking for now.
Well, yeah, but it's still something, I suppose.
Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message behind, I would probably choose to leave it on something a little more special.
In my defense, right? In my defense, my teapot is very empty, right? It is filled, don't get me wrong, it's filled. It looks alright, certain areas. But, like, I could make Kazuha's own room with his stuff if I could take something.
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty hard. We better not bother him.
But, like, I would just, like, use things for, like, Kazuha's personal room. I mean, I have, like, a personal room for Xiao, so might as well fucking have one for Kazuha as well, you know?
What did you find, Shincho?
What? I teleported. That is unfair. My camera is supposed to be... Well, this is, okay, wait, can I just go
I
this?
found quite the pile of old books. These books here are all related to smelting steel, and these are about the process of forging blades. This pile over here is all about plants and flowers.
The books about plants and flowers must have belonged to Kazuha's great-grandfather.
Could there be any clues in the books?
I skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth noting. I shall take a closer look and let you know if I find anything.
Alright, thanks, Xingqiu. Ayaka. That is a sword. Ayaka, how's it going for you?
Oh, it's you. I'm currently investigating the sword rack.
Oh, since the Kaidahara clan was a family of renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable, right? Maybe it's a treasure of the Ishin art!
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the swords placed here appear to be quite ordinary. Due to the dire financial situation of the late Kaidahara clan, everything of value has probably been sold off already. The blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt. Perhaps Kaidahara used it for training as a child.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Kazuha. Wow, so it really was Kazuha's! Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find anything interesting.
You do
Everyone,
that.
I've found something that you should all have a look at.
Where the fuck did you go?
Oh, seems Kazuha discovered something. Let's go see what he's got.
You have found a tree. I see. This is very, 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 very valuable information, isn't it? I'm sorry, I should stop. But it is
This
a tree.
flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was left behind by my great-grandfather.
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. Most of his prized plants were given to others once he became seriously ill. But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away in his will. My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exactly as it was. But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have left it behind for other reasons.
Now that you mention it, this flower kinda suspicious.
It's just kinda suspicious.
Yes. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
What's are these, like, ways of saying things, people? Bottom of the flower pot.
We finally found something! Huh? It's only a bunch of blank paper.
It's like a little fucking water thing.
Do you think someone already discovered the compartment and swapped the contents?
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's very old.
Maybe we need to try using water again.
You mean to say that these sheets have been written with special ink? Like that which Miss Kamisato found before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a dunk then.
There is a pond outside the police station. I'll use the water there.
Don't you just like love black screens?
Well, how'd it go?
Oh,
Those
God.
weren't just plain old sheets of paper, were they?
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin to appear on it. It is a letter, written by my great-grandfather.
Oh? What does the letter say?
Is this something you can share with us? Too?
It is. I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time, but before that, I wish to take you somewhere. Everyone, please follow me.
Yes, sir. Where do you want us to go? Why? Kazuha, just why? Okay. Kazuha, explain.
Kaidehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
Is this place related to the contents of the letter?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan tracked the fleeing swordsmiths to this very location. Our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here where they encountered the culprit who framed the Kaidehara clan and the Raiden Gokaden. It reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaidehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. I don't have much longer in this world, and after much consideration, I finally decided to disclose the matter. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths. Rather,
it was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight, only a single eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Gokaden.
Hey, Scara.
That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated. Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection with the name Niwa. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedahara family. Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kunikuzushi." He then turned and left.
Wow. So that's what really happened.
Yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging diagram had been tampered with by Kunikuzushi. However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened, because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, to protect his loved ones, he closed the family business. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedahara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Ishin art. But as a father, it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children and grandchildren."
So all those harsh words he said were because he was worried about his son's well-being.
Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind the tampered diagram all those years ago, perhaps my great-grandfather would have told him the truth. Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather's words. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here. What are your thoughts?
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety concerns. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not an ordinary enemy. I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kunikuzushi. Rest assured, we will act cautiously.
How are you feeling, Kazuha?
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. But now I've managed to calm myself.
I just want to give him a hug. I'm sad. I'm not crying, but like I'm trying to like actually get the information into my head. And it's just sad.
My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge and be deceived by things of the past. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid nonetheless. I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, there are also things we wish to strive for. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. I will live on just as my great-grandfather had hoped. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye.
That's Kazuha. Always sensible.
These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced.
He's too precious. He wasn't, but okay.
Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
You're very welcome, Kazuha.
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito.
You're very welcome, Kazuha. Why is my screen red? What the hell?
Today is the final stage of the Iridori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled. Let's take a stroll through the festival venue. Maybe we'll find everyone there.
Hello, Albedo. How you doing? Hi.
Hello, traveler. Paimon?
Hello.
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Paimon wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. You'll see what it looks like then. I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. They gave me some very valuable suggestions.
Things are starting to sound pretty mysterious.
Is that so? Anyway, there is still time before the ceremony. You may have a look around the venue first.
I will. I very much will. Look for your friends on site. 0 out of 4. Venti. Hi, Queen. How are you doing today? Hi.
Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey! What are you two doing together? Don't think we didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came over, you stopped talking.
Is that so? I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure you two wouldn't be interested.
Bullshit. Y'all are being hella sus right now.
Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Forget it. Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still never let us know.
The disrespect. I thought we were friends. So fine, I'm leaving. Where is my boy Kazuha? Where is he? There he is. Hello.
Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the festival?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never really to my liking.
Are you really alright, Kazuha?
I knew you were still worried about me.
Of course I'm still worried about you, come on!
Thank you. But please, don't worry. The things I said in front of everyone weren't just pretty-sounding excuses. Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through. Instead, all you would see were soldiers from the Kanjo Commission, guarding against possible intruders. But now, it's become a bustling place. Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah, Inazuma's already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar to this country. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of their burdens. And when they finally let go, they are free to follow the wind as they please.
Well said, Kazuha, well said. God, I love this boy. He's too precious for this world, I swear to God. Alrighty. Oh goodness. Alright, so I'm missing Ayaka and Singsho. I'm seeing all the twos over here. And it's... And it's... Oh, fuck. You know what? No. No, I'm refusing to talk to you. I'm refusing. Hey, Sing-Sho! How you doing?
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you.
Did today's signing go as planned?
Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem most satisfied.
Shincho, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken, though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, I have been on the watch for tourists from Liyue. After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please, remember to keep it a secret.
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Then, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
That is fine. Do not worry. Well, I guess I can't stall it any longer. Yay. Hey, Ayaka. Hello, Ayato.
Ah, greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
Yes, there were many things which required my attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Iridori Festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival, so at long last, I can take a break today.
Good for you.
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
Oh, you're ready for Toma?
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot his wallet at home, so he asked Toma to go back and fetch it for him.
You lazy little prick.
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
You're so fucking jolly.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to ever put his duties to the side and relax. So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
It's time for the portrait's unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the 5 Kasen Plaza.
Please, get in line over here.
Alright, let's get to it. Let's see it. Albedo, let's see it. Right this instant.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Iridori Festival. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival. And now we will reveal the final portrait of the 5 Kasen, Kuronushi, which was done by none other than our guest artist from Mondstadt, Calx.
Yay! I would like to fucking clap as well, but I can't.
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1. What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background.
Lovely.
I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character. Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative process behind this piece.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the 5 Kasen. The 5 Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, poems were composed about them, and they became the subjects of many stories. I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deepest and most differing of the 5 Kasen. Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the Five Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this character to everyone's own imagination. After all, the Irodori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's Albedo for
Yay!
ya. The super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval. Well, it seems that our adventures at the Irodori Festival have come to a close.
Are you forgetting something, Paimon?
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the Five Kasen for us to find.
But I have an inkling of who it might be.
Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon!
Hi, Albedo. First, it's someone that knows every one of us.
Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the
Bye,
right
Kazuha.
person every time.
Also, they are connected with the Kaidahara clan.
Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaidahara clan. Paimon gets it now. Well, at least Paimon thinks she knows. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this.
Let's get to it. Don't look for that person. Fuck off, you little shit. Just fuck off, dude. I don't like you. I apparently really like this pole. Okay, good. Alright. Knows every one of us. Yeah, but I don't believe you. Well, actually. Yeah, but also wouldn't make sense. But sure, I'll trust your judgment. For sure.
Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the Five Kasen! But don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind this wild hunt.
Well, do it fast then, I want to get rid of you.
Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night. She thought it was interesting, so she asked me to tease them a bit.
Oh, you little bitch.
Huh? So it was Miko after all!
What a surprise.
Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the Five Kasen to guide you to the Kaidahara family's secrets was my personal touch. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was something which I had no choice but to do.
You had no choice? I have no choice if I can listen to you.
Yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink, the kind that would only appear when exposed to water. What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan and the descendants of the Kaedehara clan, especially Kazuha.
Seriously? Seriously? Alright.
The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. So now, this obligation fell on my shoulders. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. I had to confirm whether Kazuha has both the will and ability to be privy to the truth. Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered, But maybe he doesn't have the will that's required. In that case, the truth would only become a burden to him. If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place. In which case, it would be better to keep him away from danger altogether.
He's a strong boy. He can do it himself.
Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this matter, right up until the night when a legend of sword was smuggled away.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
But why was everyone else involved too?
Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You brought all of the rest of us into this plan of yours.
I figured you would ask this question eventually.
Who the fuck? Why are you meowing at me, cat? Come here then. Come on. Come on. Come here then. You melon, come here. Come here then. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, just go underneath the table, and that's fine too.
I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side. Reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble. Because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future.
So who is Kuni Kusushi?
You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you?
Hell yes I do.
The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuronushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
What do you mean? Okay, so what do you want from me? Wait for night. Okay. Oh shit, hello.
It's getting pretty late, so nobody else is around now.
I see it. Okay, there we go.
So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right? It's the Balladeer!
It's Scaramouche! Oh my god.
So he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
Little shit.
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss.
Yes, we must discuss if you fucking leave.
I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. I wish to tell you of that incident now.
I don't care, leave me alone.
It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo-Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the Kaedehara clan.
You mean he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave Inazuma by boat.
Okay, that's a cool picture.
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, the identity of this person is not hard to guess. After he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaidahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the hidden compartment of the flower pot. I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find, though he couldn't confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, now on to my final question.
When can I leave?
Which part of Kaidahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected? I don't have an answer to this question at present, so I'll leave it to your future self. As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Iridori Festival.
I will enjoy it once you get out of my face. Thank you. Fucking hell, people. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Fucking hell. What? What is it? What do you want? What is it? Explain. Tanuki photo board. God, there's still a fuck ton to do, holy shit. Okay, I'll send this one next. Oh, Jesus! Alright. There's quite a few things to do. Hello, Albedo.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and here you are.
What's up?
Well, can't I come and see you when nothing is up?
Sir, listen. You can't say that to me. Not to me. When I'm playing the game, and I'm playing as Aether, you can't do that. I know. But thank you for the information, I suppose. But Albedo, you little simp, I swear to God.
Alright, as much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time I'm here mainly for Klee.
What did she do?
Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. It got her very excited to experience the local culture here. However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time, besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Over the next couple of days, I won't have the time to show her around.
So you want us to show her around?
Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the International Trade Association while I finish my work. She hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not enjoying being stuck there on her own. Fortunately, I now have you and Paimon. So,
I'll play the babysitter for today.
Yay, Mr. Honorary Knight's here!
Hello, Klee.
What you talking about, Mr. Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play?
Klee, are you saying you'd like to go and play?
Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or he'll be worried about me.
She's too cute. What is the world?
Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid.
Unlike Paimon.
Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime.
Oh god. Oh, that settles it. You're very thoughtful.
Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here.
We'll look after Klee.
Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Hey, let's introduce her to someone interesting.
Klee, do you want to go play with Mr. Honorary Knight?
AKA my future husband. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yes, you bet I do.
She's too adorable.
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound.
I will, don't worry.
By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble.
Don't worry, I will.
For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get in trouble.
Got it. No explosion.
Glad to hear it.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee? Cuisine? What's that? You know, food and drink. Hyman just meant we could take you to a local restaurant. A restaurant? Yay! Snack time! Got it! Alright, snack time it is! Let's go!
I'm gonna be poor by the end of this, aren't I? Oh, I'm gonna be so poor after this. Oh boy. But I'll do it for Klee, so it's okay. I'll do it for Klee. Not for you, Paimon, but for Klee. Actually, wait. I have an idea. I have a fantastic idea. I'm sorry, Xiao. Actually, no. Wait, let me just... Where is she? There she is.
Ta-da! Klee is here!
We have the Spark Knight Klee herself. Let's go. Let's go! Yay!
Wow, something smells so good! I think it's coming from the steaming thingy.
Steaming thingy, okay.
Mr. Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup. It's so pretty. There's so many nice things inside.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Hey, don't you fucking bully Klee.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow cake?
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things. Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
I'll cook them myself.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg rolls?
I wasn't in Inazuma long enough. I think I know how to cook things.
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this guy. Why don't you make some for Klee and Iwao?
Sure, I'll throw in some for you too.
Really? Wow! Paimon is so touched! You're learning!
Okay, I take it back. You're not getting any.
Alright, we'll be waiting on those egg rolls.
Do I even have things to make it? Do I even have the fucking recipe for it? Egg rolls. Oh, I have. No, I need sugar. I don't have sugar. No. Wait, who sells sugar? I need sugar. Please, please. Klee is waiting. I don't really care who you're talking about. I want some sugar if you have some. You do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Can I clear off my site? Alright, egg rolls. I don't even know how many I fucking have to make. I'll just make 3 of them. Actually, scratch that. Let me just make 1 more. So like the recipe actually unlocked fully. There we go. So you free the. Oh, so I have to fucking make 3.
Mr. Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls taste like?
Like eggs. Here you go, Clay.
Wow, you really can cook them. You're awesome, mister.
Those two look like they could actually make some really good friends.
It's sweet. So yummy. Yep, yep. It's delicious. Traveler, you are the best.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
The disrespect.
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
She's a superhero. No, she runs a fireworks shop.
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks, and gives us candy too. Yoimiya's pretty much the best and most awesome person ever.
I haven't seen her in a while. Can I see her?
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Mr. Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya.
Lisa, Venti, Rosaria, Barbara, D-Luke. Actually, you don't really like D-Luke. Diona. Who else? I think that's it.
Surely she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to introduce you to Yoimiya. If you want, I'll take you to find her.
Yes, please.
In most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her. But this festival's different. She has free time, so she can play with us. She seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently. But maybe seeing you will cheer her up.
Who disrespected my girl Yoimiya?
Okay, let's go play with Yoimiya.
Yes, let's play with Yoimiya. Where is Yoimiya? Yoimiya, cheer up. I'm coming to see you, don't worry. I know I haven't been using you in a while, but come on. No need to be sad. Hello, girl. How you doing?
Yoimiya, don't be sad. Oh, I know. Let me tell you something that'll cheer you up.
Yes, Aether is behind you.
Yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that guy with the horns on his head.
I see Ito lost again.
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito.
Girl, cheer up. What's wrong?
Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori Festival, but there are still lots of other fun things to do. I know. Thanks, you guys. It's just that fireworks are banned in the city for a few days. I'm not that upset, really.
Bullshit.
Yoimiya, it's me.
Hi.
I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her. Wait, what's your name again?
Klee. My name is Klee.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks.
Hello.
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack. Wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
Really? That's awesome! I bet everyone would love one of those. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together in Starfell Lake.
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name. I really like it.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person.
Yep, my mom is the best and most awesome person ever. And Yoimiya, Iwao was right. You're a really cool person too.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great friends, I'm sure of it.
You'll be great friends and the most explosive of friends as well. So please don't fucking blow something up.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
Oh, look at that smile.
Hey, Klee! Since you like four-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a four-leaf clover pattern and set it off for you?
Yeah! And after the fireworks, we can go fish blasting with Dodoko.
No, Klee.
Hold on a second. Fish blasting? No way. Albedo was pretty clear about that.
No explosions allowed.
Oh, oops. I got so excited that I completely forgot about that. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during the Iridori Festival.
What? It's not allowed? But... Aww. Okay then.
Oh no, don't be sad, Klee. It's okay.
Hey, come on. You just made a new friend. This is a happy occasion. Why are you suddenly so upset?
Don't be sad.
Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do.
Let's go check out the Iridori Festival.
Right, just like Saika said. There are lots of fun things to do.
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Iridori Festival could be a real blast.
Okay then, let's go!
She's just too cute. So where we go? Oh. Okay. We're going... retail. I've been streaming for 3 hours. That's something. Alright, let's get going.
Here we are, the venue of the Iridori Festival. Look at all these stalls. It looks super fun, doesn't it?
Hello, I am here. With Klee.
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai? Oh, what a long name. Must be a new one. I've never heard of it.
By Kawabunga Iki. Yoimiya, this is a really strange name.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike. That would be me. Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Outlander's Brigade? Is it a story about the best of friends? Kaya says that every good story has to have best friends in it.
She's too cute for this world, I swear.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my novels.
Oh boy.
This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's path to the truth. This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very, suitable story for Klee. We might keep looking around.
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
Bye. Oh, Lord. Come on, Klee, hurry up.
Flowers for Princess Fischl. Oh, look! It's Fischl's story.
Oh yeah, Fischl's also from one side, and Bennett and Razor.
That's right! Flowers for Princess Fischl. Have you read this book before, Klee?
Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todoko are always together. I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now.
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival, and we have to be careful not to start a fire.
But we could just go to Watatsumi Island and just go fish blasting there.
Darn. It seems like even the Iridori Festival can't cheer Klee and you and me up.
No, thank you. I'm currently busy.
There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting.
Yeah, like,
Painting.
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
Yeah, the Iridori Festival is the perfect occasion for storytelling.
That's right! The Iridori Festival is a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here!
Think of it like Dodoko playing with everybody.
Bingo! What do you think of that idea, Klee? Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma.
That's very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Yay! Great! Dodoko will be so happy.
Perfect. Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint your story there.
Really?
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Really? I have to go back? Oh, well, there they go. We're just casually chilling behind. Okay, that's fine.
Those two can run so fast when they're motivated. We better catch up.
Sure. Let's go to Inazuma City again. Because it's just a constant back and forth. Oh, don't say that. That's what it is, really. Doesn't really matter. You guys sure are fast, holy shit.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and we've decided
we're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
Wow, rude. I'm the babysitter, right? Wow, that's just wow. Okay. Why?
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or you'll see. Don't worry. You can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back.
Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting.
I just got fucking pushed aside on the third wheel now. Okay. Okay.
Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together. So unfair.
I agree, Paimon.
Actually, Paimon's got an idea. Come on, let's go around to the windows and take a sneaky peek.
No. How about we don't? Can I decide for my... No, okay. We really shouldn't be doing this. It feels wrong. It feels very wrong. Oh, it just feels wrong.
So, what does Dodoko do after getting to Inazuma?
Dodoko goes to eat tri-flavored skewers, tonkatsu ramen, and egg rolls.
That just feels so wrong.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed. Let me see if I've got enough saved up.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some more. Look.
50 more is probably not quite enough. Well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
Wow, okay. Okay, wow, alright.
Mr. Honorary Knight has helped a lot already. I don't want to trouble him.
Aww.
So, I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some mora.
Alright.
No fish blasting. Paimon and the Traveler said so.
Yes, thank you, Yoimiya.
Oh. Then we've got no choice. We'll have to go see Mr. Albedo.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything. And he knows how to paint, too. He paints Hilly Charles, Kaya, and even Dodoko. That's why he came to Inazuma this time, to do paintings for everyone.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with the iPublishing House.
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching sucrose alchemy, and the other as an artist, doing paintings for people. Yoimiya, let me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors. Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the painting.
Okay, let's write this.
Oh.
Shoot! Paimon didn't hear the last part.
Dodoko's a lot of fun in Inazuma.
That's great, you two.
Those two sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on, let's go to the iPublishing House.
Back we go. Actually, no, I think it's actually up here, right? Yeah, okay. But it's still back because we still, like, happened there and stuff, but, you know. Hello, I need to get stuff printed. I'm gonna be poor.
Here we are. This is the Yae Publishing House.
Yae Publishing House? Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani! I know Auntie Aratani!
From where?
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx. How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
That was such a cute way of asking. Oh.
Dodoko? Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is Dodoko the main character?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look!
Huh? I don't quite understand.
We better explain this to her.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish come true, but I'm sorry. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Iridori Festival.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all?
Look what you did.
Oh, I'm sorry, little girl.
No, look what you did. You made her cry. Go in a corner and just. How dare you make her cry?
Oh, Klee, don't be upset. You still have me and the Traveler. We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. We've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing press is already working overtime to try and catch up. At a time like this, we really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
Oh boy.
What do we do? seems like we might have to give up on this idea.
Hell no.
No, I won't let that happen. I remember this one time when I was little. Pop said he'd take me to the festival, but he was so busy with work that he forgot all about it. I waited and waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take me there. Eventually, people started coming home from the festival.
Aw, Yami, it's okay.
That night, I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how sad I felt. I don't want Klee to feel the same way. If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way. I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then we'll take those to the festival.
Yami, you're gonna fucking overwork yourself.
My. Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it very much.
First of all, hello, Albedo. And second of all, hello, Queen.
It's Miko, and Albedo too!
We heard everything.
Oh, Lady Ai.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. Plus, we really are quite behind schedule with the printing. But our mission at Yae Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish. Let me think. Oh, I know. Yoimiya, little girl, you can print your book, but on one condition, okay?
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is, I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch.
I wonder why.
All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print. However, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size to make it fit. Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Klee, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that?
Yup, I am! Thanks, Miss Guji lady!
What an adorable little girl. Well, that settles it. Aratani, make sure it gets printed with tonight's batch.
Yes, Lady Ai. I'll get right on it.
Miko, you're... Thank you.
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press. I am terribly sorry about that.
No problem. Just think of it as my greeting gift for little Klee. Besides, the Yae Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. You could also consider it as my investment in you. All right, I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Bye, Queen. See you later.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Yae Publishing House.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Klee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
You're very welcome.
No worries.
You should spend some time with Klee too, Albedo.
Yes, you're right. Klee is family, after all.
$14, $16 next day. Okay, I can do that. 14, there you go. 1407. There was a bird flying out of outside my window. There we go. Go to the Iridori Fe- It's okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. No. No harm done, it's all good. Okay, so if I continue with this pace, I should be done at about 11? Possibly? The festival say, even though it's gonna be a lot to do. Ah, it's fine. Hello.
Look, Mr. Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us Dodoko's story.
Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
Let's see your beautiful story.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting.
Now I want to see it.
It's the story of Dodoko and me. And me. And you guys.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna be rude here and say you put me in the story. I still got time. It doesn't matter. So on an adventure. Let's go, Dodoko. That's sweet. Mother once said that, and just as she had predicted, our Dodoko was so happy when its best friend Klee said that she was going to the Nation of Lightning for an adventure. Of course, Dodoko loves eating delicious food with Klee and at Good Hunter, and loves listening to the bards sing. But Dodoko loves counting the stars in the sky and twisting flowers into garlands together with Klee more. After all Dodokos long to ride the wind and waves on an adventure. That was a fucking mouthful, okay. To get to Inazuma, one needs to pass through the wild winds and pass over the great waves. But Dodoko did not feel the howling wind, for that was the blessing of the Anemo Archon. Dodoko did not worry about the rolling waves either, for it was very brave. Oh, that's sweet. Of course, Dodoko didn't want Klee to have to brave such dangers, but as bestest friends, they were bound to protect each other, and Dodoko didn't want to be apart from Klee anyway. Without Klee, adventures would be like sweet flowers that cannot bloom, lonely and sad things. Okay? Even if Dodoko were to cover every inch of Teyvat by land or sea, it would be meaningless. So there was no point hesitating. Dodoko and its best friend Klee were off on an adventure. If they rode on the boat, they wouldn't be able to fly freely in the sky, or swim happily in the sea. But they'd have Klee's smile and Albedo's stories, and that was a good trade. Aww. In Inazuma, the Nation of Lightning, the flowers and grasses are all purple, and the fish and the birds are also purple. Everything is purple. Albedo would probably run out of purple paint trying to paint it all. Unfortunately, he couldn't be around to draw with Klee and Dodoko. Albedo was an adult after all, and sometimes adults have to do adult things. Fortunately, Dodoko still had Klee. Klee would often find happy things to do as long as Dodoko was with Klee. Dodoko would never be bored. That's way too much Klee and Dodoko, Jesus Christ. Klee also had lots of friends in Inazuma, like Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon, and Yoimiya. And so they all joined Dodoko for most fun adventure ever in Inazuma. Hooray for adventure! Mr. Honorary Knight took Dodoko up to the tall Mount Yugo when they got to the sacred Sakura. They were so tired from all that climbing that they all fell asleep. And when they woke up, everyone had grown wings like a tengu. Klee's wings were red, Yoimiya's were gold, and Mr. Honorary Knight's were blue. As for Paimon can fly without wings, so Paimon didn't grow any. Everyone opened their wings up, causing a huge gust of wind to roll forward. Shoom! And the Shrine Maiden's hair was all messed up. Oh no, she looked angry. Better run quick. Adventure truly was fun, but with a growl, Klee's stomach started calling out. Oh no, how could they have forgotten? Eating is an important part of adventuring too. Om nom nom! And so everyone ate the onigiri they brought along, and they all had a great time. Dodoko and Paimon finished the share very quickly, and as the very full Dodoko looked Klee's smile, it couldn't help but think, Meeting Klee and the others is the most happiest thing that ever happened to Dodoko. I mean, Aether doesn't look happy in the picture, but it's so sweet. Oh yes, if you were reading this, you too are surely part of this big adventure. Adventuring together, laughing together, enjoying good food together. If you experience this together with everyone, then you must be their good friend. In which case, you're invited to Yamiya's fireworks show as well. Oh, that's cute. While everyone was happily watching the fireworks, Yamiya said, "As long as our imaginations don't run dry, our minds will be freer than all others." And Klee blurted out, "We'll always be best friends." See, Dodoko was so happy to be together with its good friends, and now you are Dodoko's good friends too. So you too should go on a grand adventure with your friends. Aww.
Paimon's in the story too! This is Paimon's first time featuring in a printed book! Woohoo! Paimon's gonna be famous!
It's not about you, Paimon, though. It's about Klee and Dodoko.
Of course we included Paimon. This is the story of everyone's big happy adventure with Dodoko.
This story is me and Yorimiya's gift from Mr. Honorary Knight.
Aww.
Lady Yae wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, there are many more copies than you may have anticipated. We won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
Oh, are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us, but what does the author of the book think?
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Alright.
Hey, that's Mommy's book! So, Klee's mother is a writer? Huh.
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Teyvat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Teyvat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently. Lady Yae has already decided on how to promote it. A joint endeavor by Teyvat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo. It's sure to be a huge hit.
Paimon knew it! Miko would never do anything for free.
Aw, stop complaining, Paimon. The story was adorable.
A typical move by Lady Yae. It works out well for everybody, doesn't it?
Yep! I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure together. Oh, I'm so glad I came. The Iridori Festival is the best!
I'm happy for you, Klee. Oh, that was cute. Even though it was like a third wheel for the start, but that was adorable. That was cute. That was very cute. Alright, 3 more to go. I know one of them has Goru and Kokomi in it, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that should be it. Didn't you say you would rather have him in your party than actually see him in a cutscene? Wasn't that a thing that you mentioned?
So many complaints. What should I do?
Need any help?
Ah, are you the traveler who my superior said would come and help us out?
I don't know.
You came at the perfect time. We're facing a small problem here. As you know, the Iridori Festival is underway.
Yes?
In addition to all the things on sale, there's a lot of free entertainment programs available. But today, we received numerous complaints that a group of people have been hogging the Tanuki photo board.
Yeah, but still, you still said it. So technically, you should be able to wait for his first cutscene.
They won't leave so no one else gets to use it. What a headache.
Can you drive them away?
Well, we tried talking to them, but the original point of these entertainment facilities was to let people freely enjoy the festival.
Ah, well, she.
So in principle, it's open to everyone. And there's no time limit on usage. This means that as long as they haven't done anything technically illegal, even if they keep hogging it, there is nothing we can do. So, can you try negotiating with them for us?
Sure.
If these complaints can't be resolved and Madame Kujo finds out, I'll lose my bonus this month for sure.
You fucking donkey, I swear to God.
A photo board, huh? We know who would do something like that. Should we go and have a look?
Yes, we should.
Thank you so much. You'll find them by the Tanuki photo board just east of the square.
I was aware. Oh shit, gone the wrong way. Yo, Ito, stop hogging the fucking board, you melon.
It isn't Arataki Ito and his gang.
If it isn't Arataki numero uno Ito.
Let's go and see what all this is about.
Listen, sir. Listen. Listen, buddy. Go away, Tartaglia, I don't have time. Listen, Ito. You may be tall as fuck, right? And I feel very small compared to you. But what you're doing is not correct.
Hey, hey! Traveler, Paimon, what's happening? Oh, you came here for the Iridori Festival too? Oh, see, I knew it! Great minds think alike, huh?
You're such a dork.
You're such a child. We're here to take care of a little problem.
The little problem is called Arataki Ito.
Yo, right. Yeah, well, who's got a problem? The Arataki gang considers it our born duty to help those in need.
Who do you think, Ito?
Wait, huh?
The Arataki gang is the problem. The Terrio Commission said you guys have been hogging the photo board and nobody else has had a chance to use it.
Oh, well, no, we haven't.
They've received quite a few complaints. Would you care to explain?
It's kind of a long story. Hey, Mamoru, you're up. Explain the situation to these good people.
Yes, boss. The story starts 2 months ago, when we first found out about the Iridori Festival.
Oh boy.
As everyone knows, this is a festival all about showcasing culture, with books on all kinds of topics on display and for sale. Our boss is very forward-thinking. He thought we should seize this golden opportunity to publish some material introducing the Arataki gang and help craft a glorious public image.
He also said we can make some money out of it to support ourselves.
Well, that wasn't the main reason, obviously.
Was it not, Ito?
Of course that was your main reason.
At first, we had plenty of time. In 2 months, boss planned to write 60 pages.
60 pages.
But 1 month in, and he'd written a grand total of 1 line.
Oh, Ito.
Well, I mean, come on, you gotta make sure the quality is up to scratch.
More like worst procrastinator ever.
So we cut some of the planned content, and figured it would still be fine if we could put out 20 pages in the next month.
But the day after that, the boss got a hold of this card game called TCG. Everyone loved it!
It felt like we only played a few rounds, but before we knew it, half a month had gone by. I'm telling you, this game, it's pretty incredible.
I was just gathering inspiration for my writing. What?
That's Ito, listen. Move your ass, get to work.
Sure you were. Inspiration that has absolutely nothing to do with what you were writing about.
So then we only had 2 weeks left. No way was that going to be enough time to publish a book. Boss said we should just make a colorful flyer instead. That way we'd only need to think of a slogan.
And even that didn't work out, did it?
That makes more sense. It shouldn't take too long to think of a slogan, right?
It took forever, didn't it?
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. We came up with 30 slogans between us in just half a day.
But 30 was too many, and we couldn't agree with each other on which one to use. It took us a week to make the final decision.
Well, let me hear it then.
That was when we realized we'd have to pay an expensive express fee for the printing, because there was so little time left.
And we couldn't afford it.
You gotta take it slow if you want to do something well. Pay an express fee and they're gonna do a rush job, and then there's gonna be all sorts of problems. The Arataki gang only puts out the very best into the world. And that is why I decided to give up on that project.
Sure.
That, yep, well said. You gotta do what keeps you happy. Same goes for humans and Oni alike. And it's not every day that you get to go to an Iridori festival, right? So priority number one right now is enjoying ourselves to the max!
Okay.
And the way you chose to enjoy yourselves was to commandeer a novelty photo board?
So, at first, Boss brought us here to buy some drinks. He said there was some sort of Iridori Festival limited edition soft drink available.
That's right. This ain't no ordinary drink either. It's a special edition joint creation of Sailing Breeze and Yae Publishing House, as featured in the popular novel Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Pretty please, Kitsune Guji. Fucking hell, Ito, back off, please. Back off. Back off, you handsome devil. Go away.
What?
But when we got to the festival, the staff wouldn't let us in because of our unusual outfits. They said we had to show up looking like our normal selves before they'd let us in.
We'd invested a lot of time and money into the way we looked. And then they accused us of spoiling the image of the city.
Well, I mean, you look like you pulled your clothes out of a trash can, but you know, I'll let it slide.
One thing led to another, and by the time we finally got to Sailing Breeze's booth, all the drinks were sold out.
Damn.
We were pretty disappointed, but there was nothing we could do. Then we saw this photo board on the way back. Boss said we can't let the trip go to waste, so...
You hogged the board all day.
So you decided to take over the whole area for your own use?
I beg to differ. It's public property. We didn't commandeer anything. We're just making sure public resources get used to the max.
Yeah, boss is right. We're the ones making the most out of this thing.
Never let a single moment in your life go to waste. That's our policy in the Arataki gang, and we're out here making sure this photo board gets the most out of its lifespan too.
Oh, brother, what a noble cause.
You could also go buy some books that might help your brain cells, Ito.
But we spent so much money on our appearance. We only had enough left for one of those drinks. We don't have anywhere near enough to buy books.
But you can't just take over this photo board for yourselves because it's free and you don't have any money. Other people have the right to use it too.
I guess when you put it like that, I can kind of see where you're coming from.
So come on! Let someone else have their turn already!
But you know full well that the Arataki gang has a reputation to uphold.
What, by hogging a fucking photo board? Even though I'm telling you to fuck off? Seems about right.
If I say I'm gonna make the most out of this board, then I have to live up to my words.
Ito, I will get the beans. I will get some beans, trust me.
If we just scrap our plan like that, we'd be going against our word. A gang's gotta have integrity, or it does huge damage to your prestige. That being said, we won't have to worry about any of that if we can settle this the Arataki way.
Don't tell me I'm gonna have to fucking fight you.
The Arataki way, huh? Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
So I, Arataki numero uno Ito, challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel.
Oh, Ito. Oh, Ito. Don't do this to yourself. You're gonna embarrass yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to.
If you win, I will leave this board alone.
Great, let's have a beetle battle.
Oh, beetle fighting is an awesome idea. Just so happens I caught myself a true beast of an Oni Kabuto the other day. I call it Demon of Darkness.
Don't do it to yourself, Ito.
Unfortunately, I didn't bring Demon of Darkness with me today, so...
Well, sucks to be you then.
Well, that's a relief.
So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think. Yeah, wow, this is a tough nut to crack.
What is that adorable look on Aether's face?
Hey, look! Isn't that Toma? Guess he's here for the festival too.
Hi, Toma.
Why don't we ask Toma how to do this duel? Paimon bets he'll have tons of ideas. Toma! Toma! Over here!
Hi, Precious.
Hey, Traveler and Paimon.
Hi, Toma. What? Where did he... Oh. I didn't see him for a second. I'm sorry,
What a
Toma.
nice you guys here.
What brings you here, Toma?
Well, I heard that a certain well-known individual had made an appearance at the festival and taken quite a liking to the Tanuki photo board.
Yes, I apologize for his behalf, Toma. I apologize.
Since the Yashiro Commission is the host of this festival, I felt I simply had to come and meet them in person. Red horns. If I'm not mistaken, you must be the esteemed Arataki Ito, leader of the widely renowned Arataki gang. Is that right?
Toma, my bro, your eyes do not deceive you. And you are the housekeeper extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan. You're quite the celebrity yourself, you know.
Well, I'm flattered, Ito.
I'm so
and
small.
it's nice to meet you too, bro.
I'm so small. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. I am so tiny. Oh my god.
Whoa. There's a serious bromance developing here.
Oh no, Paimon, don't say that.
I didn't expect to run into both Ito and the Traveler here.
Well, I was just dealing with Ito, and I'm gonna go grab the beans real quick, just don't mind me.
Speaking of which, I kind of count as the host here, so is anything wrong? Don't worry, you can tell me anything.
It's all Ito. He wants to...
No, it's no big deal. We were just about to have a duel, and, we're trying to think of what format it should take.
Oh, a duel. In that case, I have a suggestion. Since your duel is taking place at the Iridori Festival, why don't you have a volunteering competition?
Oh, what do you mean?
Then you can both do your part for the Iridori Festival while settling your duel at the same time. What do you think?
Volunteering competition? It sounds a little low-key. Not quite hardcore enough for the Arataki gang.
Oh, you little shit, just fucking accept it, right?
I give this idea an interest rating of 2 points. One for the Traveler, one for Toma.
Boss means, 2 points out of 100.
Thank you.
Yeah, this job isn't the most high stakes, that's for sure. It just takes a little patience and responsibility. Also, since it's volunteering, by definition, there's no remuneration. All you'll get is this special edition drink from Sailing Breeze, as a small token of appreciation.
Oh, that surely captures his fucking attention.
On second thought, this is nowhere near enough for the prestigious Arataki gang. I don't know what I was thinking.
Toma, you're so fucking evil. I love it.
Wait a sec. What was that part about the, token of appreciation?
Oh, it's just a special edition drink produced by Yae Publishing House and Sailing Breeze. It's really nothing special.
He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing, and I love it.
Boss, that's the one! If we take this gig, we'll get that drink!
Well, if you win, that is.
Oh, so, Toma, my bro, my guy, my dude. Maybe I didn't explain properly. When I said 2 points, that's out of a total of 2.
So, Toma, my bro, my guy, my dude. Okay, Ito. Alright.
If there's one thing the Arataki gang is known for, I kid you not, it's our patience and responsibility.
Bullshit.
It's an awesome idea. Totally hardcore. Practically tailor-made just for me.
Oh god, I'm losing brain cells.
Traveler, let's do this for our duel, huh? It'll be amazing. Whoever volunteers the hardest wins. What do you think?
Honestly, his voice actor has done an amazing job. I still fucking stand by that.
You didn't seem too interested in it just a second ago.
If you want that drink, just ask Toma.
Hey, this is the mighty Arataki, above all bold-blooded Ito you're talking to here. I'ma say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. And I say, we're gonna have this duel.
Sorry, do you mind repeating that? I must say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy.
Hey, doesn't want people to know he's only doing it for the drinks kind of guy.
If it's decided, then allow me to take the role of your judge.
Sure.
The volunteer work is simple. You just need to give your help to people who need it during the festival.
Like who?
I will assign some job requests that I've already received to you. If you're ready, we can begin.
Sure. Am I timed?
Okay, our first job is to help a busy vendor. His stand is just nearby.
Hi.
Are you the volunteers? Perfect timing. As you can see, there's a lot of dust and dead leaves around my stand. I've just been so busy with my customers these past few days. I keep meaning to sweep up, but I just haven't found a spare moment. Can you help me clean up the place, please? Thank you so much.
Okay, switch. Where else? Hello? Am I just being blind? Ito, fuck off. Am I blind? I'm just being blind here. What the fuck? Hello? Oh, there. Okay. Can I? Oh.
Useless. You're finished already? You're wonderful people, all you volunteers.
Okay, so okay, Ito's a bit ahead, right? Ito's a bit ahead. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just let me just.
All right, let's head off.
Just Okay, where am I going next? Oh shit! 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 I fucked up. What do you want?
Hey, mister! Come and help me!
What do you want?
Jirai, fancy meeting you here at the festival. But we don't have time to play games with you right now.
I'm not playing games. I'm in trouble. I heard they were selling a new kind of tamari at the festival, so I came to check it out.
Don't tell me.
But I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I went and lost my current one. It's gotta be nearby. I still had it a moment ago.
Oh lord.
Can you help me, mister?
Sure, I'm not gonna get it, but.
Basically, every time we run into you, we have to go tamari hunting.
Oh shit. Oh, he's fucking fast. Holy shit.
Great! Now I can play the Tamari game again.
I
Thanks,
expected,
mister.
but Jesus Christ, he's fucking quick.
Okay, one last job. We need to help move some goods at the port. Let's go.
At the port? Excuse me? No wonder you're supposed to fucking lose. Jesus Christ.
Are you the festival volunteers? Great. I was just wondering what to do about these goods. It's been really busy lately and all the workers at the port are swamped. But I have to get all this fresh soy milk delivered to the warehouse as soon as possible. It'll go bad if it's left outside too long. Can you please help me take it to the warehouse? My coworker Takeuchi will be waiting for you there.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I swear Toma did this on purpose. You little shit.
Welcome home, almighty Shogun.
You must be the volunteers here to save the day. You must be tired. Put down the goods and have a rest. I heard the Yashiro Commission has arranged for Sailing Breeze to prepare some special drinks for the volunteers as a way of saying thank you. Soy milk is actually one of the ingredients for the drink. It's freshly made every day. In fact, the last batch of soy milk we processed has just been sent over. You'll get to try it very soon.
What? So Sailing Breeze's special drink has soy milk in it?
Oh, wait.
Ito won't be able to drink that.
Oh, wait.
Hurry, we've got to get to Sailing Breeze before he does.
Ito, do not. Ito, do not drink said drink.
What took you so long? I've been here ages. Completed my tasks a long time ago. So there you have it. When volunteering is the name of the game, no one volunteers harder than Arataki Ito. You lose, I win, and to the victor go the special edition spoils.
You shouldn't drink that.
Behold, the Drink of Champions, created by Sailing Breeze in collaboration with Yae Publishing House, and as featured in the popular work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji?
It looks fucking delicious. Oh my god.
Woo! All this talk's making me thirsty. Don't mind if I do.
Ito, don't.
Drink of Champions, it's time to come home.
There are soybeans in the drink. Oh, Ito.
Woo! That's the good stuff. That was a mighty fine drink. Although, maybe it was past its prime.
Boss, they said they think there might be, beans in the drink.
Huh?
I tried to warn you, Ito. I tried. No, Ito.
Ah! The boss is down! The boss is down!
Ito, you good?
Quick, get him to a doctor!
What's wrong? Can't Arataki Ito drink soy products?
He's allergic to beans!
Oh, my goodness. Okay, quick, grab Ito and follow me. I'll get a doctor. I sure hope it's not too serious. I'm sorry, I didn't even consider this possibility. It was all my fault.
It wasn't your fault, Toma.
Leave Ito to me. I'll make sure he stands again. Don't worry, I'll see you later.
So, your friend is allergic to beans. It's a very rare condition, though I have heard about it. I'm so sorry that our drink caused such a problem. I feel terrible. If you don't mind, please take this. This is a special drink formula with no soy milk. I could see that your friend enjoyed this drink a lot. Although it tastes slightly different without the soy milk, I'm sure this version will be more suitable for your friend.
Thank you.
Please accept it, along with our sincere apologies.
Thank you. So do I have to make it? Oh, was that it? Was it actually it? Wow. Well, that was pretty thing. Okay, here's the thing though, right? As I've realized, it's almost 9 p.m., right? And I have to try and eat something before 10 p.m. Because afterwards I only can drink water, and I'm not gonna go to sleep hungry as fuck. So I'll end the stream here. I mean, it was a good, like, almost 4-hour stream. So I'll take it. Depending if I have to go to the other doctor tomorrow after my appointment with my normal doctor, I might stream the last few parts. Yeah, I know, but it's not like in general. I just mean for the stream. That's what I mean. Not like anything else. I more mean for the stream right now. Because if I would continue streaming the next
just
part,
standing around.
Xiao.
How absurd.
Shush, my child. Shush. If I continue streaming, I might actually get past 10 p.m. and I don't want that. So I'll end it here, and depending if I have to go to the other doctor after my normal appointment tomorrow, I will come back home and maybe stream then if I get the appointment. If not, I will just stream the next part after I come home from work. I still got 6 days, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so I'll just end stream here, continue it tomorrow. This story thing is really fun. I'm glad I waited so long because now I can actually do all of this at once. So yeah, thanks for everyone for joining, I suppose. And like the first bit, I guess. And yeah, see you all tomorrow. Bye stream.